What is up, crypto peeps? Today we'll be discussing if the crypto world is ready for a $1 billion ICO. If you read the title and guessed Telegram, then you guessed right. If you didn't, then you've probably been hiding under a rock for the last few months. Shout out to the new camera setup. The only drawback about this is that we don't get Tony Montana's beautiful portrait behind me. Let me see if I can fix that though. Hold on, give me 1 second. What is going on, Tony? How you been, man? You sticking around for the video? Yeah, no, it's cool, glad to have you, bro. Stick around as long as you like. Stick around. All right, so what is the Telegram ICO, and is it something that you should be investing in if given the chance? All right, most of you probably know this already, but Telegram is a secure messaging app that had gained some notoriety around 2014 when Edward Snowden had first tweeted about it. At least that's when I heard about it. And he had initially tweeted support for it, and then later walked that back, and it was kind of an awkward moment when he started criticizing it, and to this day continues to criticize it. That aside, so it has quickly become the de facto messaging app for the blockchain community. I'm actually not sure how that happened. It's not currently built on a blockchain, regardless of what some people think, because some people think that it currently is, but it's not. However, it has managed to gain a cult following initially, and now a mass following among the blockchain and crypto communities. You'll see on people's websites and YouTube videos them posting their Telegram links in the descriptions. And so now it is forever tied to the crypto community, which is an advantage for Telegram. We'll speak on that a bit later. And since it is now unofficially tied to the crypto community, the mainstream media wasted no time in making hyperbolic connections between Telegram and the underworld. In this stellar piece of journalism where the CNBC article is supposedly focusing on Telegram and its possible $2 billion ICO, it quickly pivots to its supposed ties to the underworld by mentioning that the service gained popularity following the Edward Snowden revelations about US government surveillance and has since been used by ISIS and other terrorist groups to disseminate information. Because ISIS has never used Facebook or YouTube or Twitter to disseminate its ugly messaging. Anyway, Telegram is looking to capitalize from its popularity in the crypto market by dropping an ICO for a blockchain. The platform will supposedly be called TON, or TON, which stands for the Telegram Open Network. Users of the Telegram messaging app will be able to transact back and forth using the Telegram token, which they are calling grams. Yes, grams. If you ask me, there's really no better name that you could have given to distance yourself from the ugly stereotype of shady characters buying drugs using cryptocurrency. Apparently, the name Kilos was already taken. All jokes aside, I think that this is one of the most genius business moves that I have ever seen. One, you already have almost 200 million users. There is no bootstrapping period required. You shoot straight to the mainstream. With 200 million potential crypto holders, this would automatically make Telegram a king in the cryptocurrency space. Two, you're doing it at the perfect time, right? You're leveraging the fact that the ICO process is not yet regulated, so you're able to raise mass amounts of money with limited regulation and without the SEC's involvement. Three, you're already leveraging Telegram's popularity within the blockchain community, right? It's already the de facto messaging app for crypto junkies. This ICO is already set to be the biggest one ever, targeting $1 to $2 billion. That's potentially more money than you can ever raise through something like an ICO or venture capital firms, even though some venture capitals are involved in this. And lastly, developing your own blockchain and currency. You're creating your own decentralized mini economy within the app itself, which already has hundreds of millions of users. That is insane. That is such a genius move. And by doing that, you're already going to make the messaging portion of Telegram more secure, which is something that they've also been criticized for lately. If you go back to the beginning of the video when I mentioned Edward Snowden, when he initially had endorsed Telegram, it was because of its perceived security. And then when he walked that back and changed his tune on Telegram, it was because of perceived security flaws within Telegram, or the fact that it wasn't as decentralized as he would have liked, because Telegram had closed some channels in countries that were criticizing, where the people were criticizing the government, such as Iran. You can read more in that story. I'll link to it in the description. It's really interesting. And because now your app and your network are blockchain based, you now have your own system of smart contracts built within the app. Like, I can't tell you how genius this move is on multiple levels, from a tech perspective and from a business perspective. It is super genius. This genius move doesn't come without criticism or skepticism though. Jackson Palmer, who gave us the revolutionary cryptocurrency, Dogecoin, said, "I just think this is the CEO's way of monetizing Telegram." Basically. That word was very operative. Basically. In this article, it says, in 2017, the company's annual budget was $70 million, bringing its expenses over 4 years to $171 million, according to the ICO primer. That's almost all coming out of Pavel Durov's pocket, who is the founder of Telegram. And the figure is only getting bigger, rising to $100 million this year and $220 million by 2021. Travis Scher of DCG said, "It really felt like it was one of these startups that's burning through cash and needs a way to bring money in to keep funding their operations." Blockchain Capital's Spencer Bogart, whose name just sounds like an NBA player, called Telegram the biggest airball in venture history. Michael Jackson of Mangrove Capital Partners in Luxembourg, wow, we are just full of surprises today, who isn't participating in Telegram's offering, says of the frenzy, "It's an interesting case, but only for the brave," as in very, very brave. It makes normal crypto look blue chip. Vinny Lingam, the founder of the famed blockchain identity startup called Civic, said it's raising too much money for a small team. He added that the project's deadlines appear to be too tight for its scale. One thing to note here, but certainly isn't unique to Telegram, we see this with multiple ICOs, is that the development team plans to keep a majority share of the tokens. So 52% of the tokens will be retained by the current Telegram development team. So there you have it. I hope that gave you some clarity about the Telegram ICO. And again, contrary to popular belief, Telegram currently is not on a blockchain. It isn't even a project that has seriously started yet. In terms of the date of the ICO, there is no set date. There are rumors that it will go to the public sometime around March. There definitely is a pre-sale currently, and as we noted earlier, people are already flipping the Telegram ICO for millions. These are people that I'm assuming were either part of the pre-sale or know someone that was part of the pre-sale and got their hands on these tokens, and they're flipping them for millions. And this is happening before there's any kind of proven product or service. If you saw my video on ICOs previously, I talked about how you don't even need to have anything tangible in order to raise funds. However, Telegram might be different because it is already an established company with 200 million users. It clearly has a happy customer base, a satisfied customer base, and it will continue to do so. So, there are some people that think that this is going to kick Facebook off the map eventually, and there's some people that think that this is a good project, but certainly overblown from an ICO perspective. For me, I guess I would have to see how they're planning on pricing the token. I do believe that this is one of the most solid ICOs that I've read about in a long time. Again, it is a genius business move, regardless of whether I'm going to invest in the ICO or not. I rarely invest in ICOs, you guys know that. However, the idea of having your own, having a base of 200 million users already and creating your own mini economy within the app, I mean, that is just, yeah, those are like perfect circumstances for the development team of Telegram. You couldn't ask for a better situation up front, really. Let's look at other news for shits and giggles just for the day. U.S. tax filing service says only 0.04% of customers reported crypto to IRS for 2017. I wouldn't know anything about that. I don't invest in crypto. I have no idea what they're talking about. In other news, Citibank India bans both credit and debit cards for crypto purchases, cites risks. I'm glad that nobody has highlighted this or gives a shit about this headline, because a couple of months ago, you guys know, this is something that might have caused a ripple in the market. Remember all the FUD coming out of Asia and India and other places? Now nobody cares. I mean, these countries can threaten to ban crypto or not ban crypto, or say that you can't buy your chicken tikka masala with Bitcoin, but now you can. Who cares? It doesn't matter. I don't even, when I look at these headlines, it's whatever. And I'm glad that we're getting to that space, and I hope that continues. I hope that we can see headlines like this and just laugh. Like, who cares? Canadian Stock Exchange launches fully regulated token funding platform, unlike ICOs. I love Canada, but nobody takes them seriously when it comes to markets. However, you do hear about ICO regulation happening in, where was it? Oh yeah, it was in Gibraltar, and then now you hear Canada, and I'm sure that it will continue all around the world until it finally hits the US. Like I said, I'm totally on board with ICO regulation. I feel like that is something that will help weed out the shit coins and the scam coins from the projects that are really serious about their blockchain aspirations. So this is just a sign for things to come. And lastly, the Merkle showcases why they are truly on Nostradamus levels of predictions by saying why Davercoin might become the next BitConnect. Yes, this was written February 9th, 2018, just a few days ago. Not last year, not last month, a few days ago. Good job, Merkle. Good job. All right, that's it for the video. Go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much for 10K onward and upward. Subscribe here, leave a comment, leave your crypto addresses in the comments. Sign up to the free Discord, sign up to the trade alerts on the Patreon. Our first live stream will most likely happen on Saturday, so stay tuned for that. Details will be in the Discord. I'll be going over some live trading, answering your questions, answering any technical analysis questions you might have, and who knows, I might even give away some crypto during the live stream. So check the details of the live stream in the Discord and hit that notification bell on YouTube so that you can get notified as well if you choose not to join the free Discord community. I don't know why you wouldn't. You'd be crazy not to. Shout out to Tony Montana for joining us today. Hopefully we'll have more guests in the future for you guys. I'm glad he was able to take some valuable time out of his day to join the crypto community. Thank you. You are a visionary, sir. Peace.